This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
We are the Morning X. I'm Barnes. That is Leslie Fram, and there's Crash Clark on traffic.
And if there's some free stuff you'd like, you can get that in the 99X Freeloader app. We talk about that all the time. All the cool perks. Make sure you download it now. It's brought to you by John Foy & Associates Personal Injury. Get the strong arm. And, of course, download the 99X Freeloader app.
We do have that announcement coming up in just a few minutes that I'll tell you it has to do with the 99X Freeloader app. So you might want to do what Leslie just told you to do.
Yes.
Get it on your phone because it could mean some freeness. So we've got that announcement in just a couple of minutes. Want to point out today it's a first so far since the return of Crash Clark that he's not wearing a printed T-shirt. He is in full lumberjack pajama / mode.
There's no logos. There's no neon. What is happening?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Well, I refuse to wear Dolphins gear. I refuse to wear my Hurricane gear. I put everything up for the year. It's gone. I erased all the schedules on my phone. I've erased everything. So my Saturdays and Sundays are now free all the way through February.
I almost did whale check.
Well, I was going to say, did he have that in his wardrobe? Because I've never seen you wear like a regular shirt before.
Wow, this is a statement.
Well, I mean, was it in your wardrobe?
Yes, it was. I mean, I got a few different items I'm wearing here. New shoes, the watch, but I was depressed. I was depressed Saturday after my Hurricanes blew it. So I went to Nordstrom Rack and just bought the house. I was just depressed.
You went binge shopping because your teams all lost, and her team lost. Georgia Tech also.
Yeah. She didn't even make that game. She was out by halftime, sound asleep. I stayed up and watched it. Yeah,
hardcore.
You're kind of sporting your Seattle grunge here.
It is. You're welcome out of the 80s. Crash is now in the 90s.
I'm in the 90s.
He's working his way towards 2025. All right, there's some music news I wanted to cover. That auction that I told you guys about the Nirvana song, and this was the first Nirvana song that was ever played on the radio. It's up to $10,000.
Wow.
Now, this is the vinyl. Here's just a little bit of it. It's Love Buzz. The song's on Bleach, but this was the test pressing that they put out, and this was first played on the college radio station at University of Washington. So if you go to golden.co, just search Nirvana, you can read the really cool letter that comes with it, certifying it from Scott Vanderpool, who is the guy who took it to the station and played it.
I'm kind of surprised Dave Grohl doesn't buy it.
Right? Just for $10,000, that would be nothing.
I know.
For you to have, that's the beginning of an era. Some could argue that was the first time that any grunge or anything like that was played on the air.
Maybe people just don't know about this auction.
I mean, we don't have any listeners, so they're not going to find out this way. So maybe, tell other people. Debbie Harry does not want to perform under Blondie without the original guys. She's 80.
Yeah, she's going to put out some solo stuff next year.
Just going solo, because Clem Burke, rest in peace, passed away. He was only 70. That was back in April. And guitarist Chris Stein, no longer touring. He's 75 due to ill health. And she felt like she didn't want to go out there and just use it with a bunch of stand-ins and call it Blondie, which I don't know if I wouldn't be offended by that. Would you?
Not at all. I mean, because I love them. But maybe she just needs some time, some separation of time. Who knows?
The Cure have announced a live movie. I guess that's the thing now. Depeche Mode has their movie. Now The Cure announcing a live movie from last year's epic Troxy show. This took place a year ago, almost exactly, November 1st, 2024, in London. Only 3,000 people were there. I don't know if you remember, it was live streamed for free on YouTube, and more than 1 million people watched it.
And didn't you mention in music news not too long ago a new album coming soon?
I think it's very soon. Yeah. All of a sudden they're getting on it. Some other former bassist for Hole and current touring bassist for the Pumpkins, Melissa Oftdamar. She has a new memoir.
I wonder if she's going to talk about the time she dated Grohl.
I don't know. You would think she would have to. It's called Even the Good Girls Will Cry, a 90s rock memoir, and that's coming out in March. I thought that you would want to know, especially if you're into 90s music, because she's really been a thread through a lot of it.
Do you remember he came and did a takeover at 99X, and I remember him talking about his quote-unquote girlfriend, Melissa?
Grohl, yeah, absolutely. Radiohead, they are reconvening, and they've got 7 tour dates coming up. They just had the first interview, they're claiming, with all 5 members in years, and it happened with the Sunday Times. You can Google it to read the whole thing. But they covered a couple of interesting things. Do you think there'll be a U.S. tour?
I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Crash, how about you?
Yeah, I'm hoping too. I've got both my that side B of that second album, man, is huge.
I was hoping to catch you off guard because Crash is leaned back, scrolling on his phone, if you could see him right now.
Yeah.
So they asked about pausing Radiohead, and York said that he had, quote, really given himself time to grieve following the death of his first wife, Rachel Owen, in December 2016. And he had never given himself time to grieve.
Oh, wow.
And the grief was coming out in ways that made him think he needed, to just get away. So there's that. They talked about the tour. They've gone through an initial list of 65 songs.
Wow.
65 to start crafting nightly set lists. And for the first time in many years, like 30 plus years, they'll be playing in the round.
See, I love that.
Yeah, 93. I kind of dig that too. I want to get behind the drummer and watch. That's where I like to go to watch. And then plans for new music, they say they don't know. They haven't thought past the tour. He said, quote, I'm just stunned we got this far.
You hear a lot of their stuff in film and TV.
A lot. They were doing tons of that over the last years with no Radiohead. But I don't know, that tour, it wouldn't be as big as Oasis, do you think? Or would it?
Yeah, well, it depends. Maybe.
Oasis is just a bit more commercial. And then alt-rock's version of the booty call, Josh Freese, now to Weezer. So I guess he's not leaving Nine Inch Nails, but he got on Instagram and said, getting ready to head down to South America with some old friends, looking forward to touring with Weezer. He was our touring drummer, 07 to 12.
I think it just he just wants to work.
Dude works in the top bands.
I know, but the Weezer thing was surprising, but I guess because you said he had been with them before.
He had done it before, but think about that, all in 1 year. Foo Fighters, Nine Inch Nails, and now Weezer.
It's crazy.
Can you imagine his
Got to live in a lot of songs.
His W-2s that he gets at the end of the year? That's just so crazy that he's that sought after. There's so many great drummers out there. He's a good drummer, but it's just surprising that he's been in so many big bands.
I think because he's just tight with all those guys.
Yeah,
they're
I guess
friends.
So. Also, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is this weekend. You can watch it live on, I believe, Disney Plus, right?
Yes. I wish I could be there. You got the White Stripes, Soundgarden, Bad Company, Joe Cocker, Cyndi Lauper, Chubby Checker, Salt and Peppa, Warren Zevon, other notable names. But did you hear about this one performance with Soundgarden?
Heard about that. All the remaining members. Well, they have a new album coming out soon, which I cannot wait to hear. And that's with Cornell. This is stuff that he recorded before he passed.
I know. So you got the original surviving members, Matt Cameron, Kim Thiel, Ben Shepherd, but then you've got Brandi Carlile, Taylor Momsen from the Pretty Reckless, Jerry Cantrell, Alice in Chains, Mike McCready from Pearl Jam, Nancy Wilson from Heart, and the original bass player for Soundgarden, Hiro Yamamoto. This is pretty epic.
That'll be this weekend. You can see it all unfold on Disney Plus.
What's up, guys? David Pollack here, former Georgia Bulldog, former analyst with College Game Day, and host of my new show, See Ball, Get Ball. I'm a defensive lineman. That's why that's the name. You see the ball, you go get it. We're going to dive deep into college football. We're going to break down film. We'll have bold takes, real conversations with the biggest names in the sport every single week. If you eat, sleep, and breathe college football like I do, man, I promise you, See Ball, Get Ball is for you. So do me a favor. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.